Alright, I'm going to tell you how to make Olympic weight plates for less than 13 cents a pound. I'm showing you the end result here. These are the two plates I made. They were less than, well, they're about 100 pounds each, so I made about 200 pounds for less than $25. Here I am using them. I just like to work out at home. I've got a home gym and I needed more weights, and instead of paying probably $180 for new ones or $100 for used ones, if you could even find the specific amount you need, I decided to make some, share how I did that. What you'll need to do this, you'll need something to mix it in. I used a 5-gallon bucket. You'll need a mixing tool like a metal stake or concrete trowel. You can get it at a home supply store. Duct tape, a scale so you can weigh the concrete as you load it. 2 bags of 80-pound mix if you're going to do the 100 pounds like I made. Less, of course, if you want to make a smaller plate. A 2 1/4 inch pipe that fits onto an Olympic size plate. About 12 inches does it for 2 plates. 2 oil pans or similar plastic container, and a saw to cut the plastic. I used oil pans for car oil changes because they were about the size I needed, and they were inexpensive. They were about $5 at a local big box store. They did have a spout on the end that I did not need, so I just cut off a tab and tucked it in. You could just cut it off straight and put a duct tape, or just use a container that doesn't have a tab, a spout. I used my bad boy saw. You can use any saw that cuts plastic, even a hand saw. There's not much sawing. The first thing you want to do is place your pipe, a length of pipe, at least a little bit higher than the top of where you're planning to have your concrete come off. Be a little generous just in case you've estimated incorrectly. Put it in the center and just tape it up. You just start a piece of tape and roll it down and over, and you do that on 4 sides, and that holds it up and keeps it from moving as you add the concrete. Then you mix some concrete. You want a dough-like consistency, like Play-Doh. That kind of consistency works pretty good. You don't want it too dry where it crumbles. You don't want it too wet where it takes too long to dry. And so I just mixed some and added some, mixed some, added some until I had finished it. It helps to have a scale to weigh when you're making 2 plates, so you can make them even. And the end result is 2 plates. It takes about a week to really dry well. At least it did where I live in the south. It's pretty humid. And once it's dry, you can cut out the bottom hole. Just flip it over, kind of guesstimate where it is, and with a hand, some type of hand saw or even like a knife, you could cut it out. I used the Sawzall and it just cuts right through it very easily. I opened it up with a knife and then went around. And then I just simply cut the end off right where the concrete is, and that gave me a nice slot to load it onto the Olympic bar here, as you can see. And that's the steps to making. I made 200 pounds for less than $25. It works well for Olympic plates. You can use a smaller PVC pipe and smaller containers, to make it for any size or any project that you have in mind. So hope you enjoyed that, and good luck.